a very special Christmas from me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes are shine the town they do. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Whoa. Oh, shake a hand now.
Welcome to another edition of The Headline. I am your host, Larry H. Gardner. The H stands for Hello Holiday Season. Happy holidays. We just passed another Thanksgiving on this Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. We are reaching the end of the year. That means 2025 is coming up, Project 2025, but I digress. Joining me in the studio is my co-host, Miss Adrian. She's got in the building, along with the human T-Rex on the ones and twos. Everybody have I enjoy my Thanksgiving. Shout out to my mother's friend Carmen and her family for a lovely Thanksgiving and a game afterwards.
Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna
So-
get to know.
so- That's what's up. So it was, and shout out to cousin Carlos Lester. By the way, happy birthday to my cousin Dwayne Martin, Tracy Lester Martin's husband. Enjoy the festivities today. Shout out to everybody that I saw on Thanksgiving. My uncle Easter Brown, cousin Reggie, Stacy. I still got the online dispensary hook up with Stacy Lester as well for that and everything else. Shout out to Monica Mullins, Shantae Amber Kelly, and everybody else out there that knows me. Oh, I gotta give a big old shout out to DJ Ellery Smith's All Black Party down at the Marriott downtown after the Christmas lighting. Shout out to Mayor Bill for making the speech at the Christmas lighting. But DJ Ellery had a packed house. Even had Joe Little of the Rude Boys singing Written All Over Your Face in the studio booth. Shout out to everybody that spun along with DJ Shani Sean, Coach Gaucher, and also the Godfather, Grand Wizard, Johnny O of WNRV Nerve DJs, WNRV108.1.com, where we get on your nerves. Speaking of getting on your nerves, before we bring Adrian on, I'd just like to say that Spirit, if you were traveling, Spirit is filing for bankruptcy, the airline. So, did you know about that? Oh, see, you're like, okay.
I did not know about that.
What? The Spirit? Yeah, that's wild. I didn't know either. I was like, what? What's going on with Spirit? So,
Filing bankruptcy. That I didn't see that coming.
yeah. Listen, apparently the cheap airfare, because them and Frontier had a lock on Vegas. So
I was gonna say, I thought them and Frontier was on like they had a lock on Atlanta too. It was like $50 to travel to Atlanta on Spirit, but then Spirit they luggage prices is crazy.
yeah, it is crazy. It's like you gotta have by the time you pay for the luggage fare, you might as well just went to Southwest
Exactly.
Delta.
And that's exactly what happened to me when I went to Atlanta. I was like, oh shoot, $72 round trip. By the time I paid for luggage round trip, I had already paid for a round trip ticket on Southwest, plus more.
That's wild as hell. That is like wild as hell. So they apparently, unless they do something, they're gonna either merge with Frontier or they're gonna merge with some other airline.
It'll probably be Frontier.
Well, Frontier got the same problem with.
I was gonna say, but wasn't like Delta buying out Frontier? I don't know. It's gonna probably be United and Southwest. They buy out everybody, so they might jump on that.
Exactly. So we are in the cusp of December, and did you enjoy your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was fun. It was cool. I was sick though, so I didn't do too much. Didn't have a voice today. My first day having a voice. But it was fun. Got to spank.
Are you how are you feeling right now? Like, are you 100%? You not sick?
What you mean?
Are you like 80? I mean, how you feeling right now? Because we got like a rule in here. No, if you think you sick, please don't come in here.
It is this about to be my last show. This is like the third time T-Rex and told me not to come in
It
here.
was a joke.
It was a joke.
I know. I wasn't. See, that's the crazy part. It wasn't like a sick. It was just like I lost my voice and I had a dry cough, but nothing else. Like I didn't get a fever.
Right.
No, it ain't the package. You got to be doing something to get the package.
All right.
We talk forget that. We talk about COVID. You went a whole nother route.
Yeah.
COVID. I don't know the symptoms of COVID. I've never had it, but I'm vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cool. So I'm glad you all right. I'm glad you had to think about it. Did you cook though?
I did.
And I ain't get no plate. You know what?
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
So listen, I ain't gonna even fake you. You wouldn't have been able to get a plate anyway.
I know, you got children.
My children, my nieces, my nephews, they smashed it so fast that literally they was fighting over the food. I didn't get half of my food.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta go make some more stuff because today my niece's birthday, I made some strawberry banana bread and they smashed it so much that she didn't even get a piece. So now she want me to make her one for her birthday.
Well, happy birthday, niecey. Happy birthday.
Yeah, she turned 18. Happy birthday, meaty.
All right, so before we get into the nitty gritty, I'm gonna talk about.
Wait, you didn't talk about your holiday.
Well, like I said, my cousin, I went over my cousin's house. I went over my mother's friend's house. I got plates for days.
You grabbing plates for days. What about you, T-Rex?
Y'all don't think you want to talk about his holiday?
Whoa! As you cover your mouth. Whoa!
That came out of nowhere. Did you?
She asking about your holiday.
My holiday, I was with the fam. I was with the fam, having a good time. Happy holidays to everybody. It's my first day back in the studio. It feels good. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all.
It's good to see you too, sir. I'm glad
everybody back in one piece. Everybody, almost healthy. 2 more coughs and the show is over. You know what I'm saying?
Dang it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so that's how it goes.
Whatever this dry cough is, it is crazy.
You need some water? You need some more water?
No, so real talk. I have sarcoidosis. That's a lung disease, and it sometimes.
You got your inhaler?
Huh?
You got your inhaler?
I actually. So here's the funny part about that. I have sarcoidosis, which is a lung disease, So it messes with my breathing, and sometimes I lose my voice. So I
Right.
did not try to go into what I was sick about, but
I'm
since he
mad.
gonna make it a
I'm
big
mad.
thing.
I'm mad. I ain't mean to tell you. We ain't mean to
But
tell you.
I
business
also
all like
have
that.
arrhythmia, so I can't take an inhaler. So, yeah.
She sound like she the one with the problems. All right,
It
Larry,
sound
get off
like
your
my,
phone. What's
it
going
sound
on?
like my daddy
Nothing.
and my mama just
I was
inherited.
actually looking for something.
What you looking for?
Yeah, we over here trying to work. We
No,
over here
top
on the phone.
like top story. All right, so I'm gonna talk. So before we get into it, I'm just gonna say that whoever's mad about this, screw you. So President Joe Biden, everybody was like, he was like Hunter, his son Hunter Biden was convicted of drug possession and things of that nature. He was found guilty of it. So President Biden pardoned his own son. So before I say anything, Adrian, what do you think about President Biden pardoning
he
his own
should.
son?
As he should. As he should. What was the point of being president and having all that power if you ain't gonna use it to protect your own child? Like, Trump pardoned a whole bunch of criminals. He already said one of the first things he's doing when he get in office is pardoning all the people who went to jail for the riots of January 6th. So if Trump can pardon people, and then why not pardon your own son?
Right. So the thing about it is, like, some Democrats were upset about President Biden, who was a Democrat, pardoning his own son Hunter because he said that he wasn't going to do it, but then he changed his mind. So the thing about it is, like, to the Democratic Party, I'm just gonna say this: y'all need to toughen up, because the simple fact of the matter is that's the least y'all worries about.
Betty Ray said it's your prerogative to change your mind.
Right. The least of y'all worries is President Biden pardoning his own son. You got a whole president that don't like you coming in on being sworn on January 20th. So y'all got to toughen up and get it together. Like, all this bickering and stuff like that. This is probably why y'all lost some seats in the first place.
It is, and a lot of people that's pointing that out is the fact that the Democrats is just to play by the book, turn one page at a time, read from top to bottom for me. Like, okay, he said he wasn't gonna do it, but he did it. Look. Donald Trump's whole cabinet is full of criminals. Neither him nor his whole cabinet can pass a background check. We are getting a CFO of a WWE as the lead for Department of Education.
Oh, you mean Linda McMahon?
Yeah, like
what
was his Trump's brother? Was it his brother-in-law?
Brother-in-law.
Yeah, like who is also a criminal. Like, look what we getting in office, and for him to do this one thing, literally this one thing, walking out of the door, and that to be a problem. I wish he would have did a whole lot more.
Right. So the thing about it is, like, yeah, Linda McMahon is now the head of the Department of Education. Of course, Linda McMahon is married to Vincent McMahon, who was the former owner of WWE. He had to give his shares up because he was messing around with some of the female wrestlers, and they filed sexual harassment charges against old Vince. And if you've seen Mr. McMahon, his character that he played in WWE, real life and the character weren't too far off. So yeah, this is wild. I'm like, I don't know if it's a Twilight Zone, but I understand the Democrats want to play by the book, but y'all gotta be in it. Y'all gotta be dirty. Like, it's Survivor. This is a Survivor series for y'all party right about now. This is, you got to man up. This is bloodline versus bloodline. This is the Republican bloodline versus the Democratic bloodline. And right now, the Democratic bloodline is not winning at all.
It's weak.
Yeah, so y'all got to toughen up. Y'all got to get some Roman Reigns or some Hulk Hogan's or somebody in there, to pretty much, get that going. And if Biden would have said he would have dropped out 2 years ago, maybe y'all would have had a chance to keep the White House. If that were the case, to vet other presidential candidates besides Kamala Harris. I have nothing against Kamala, but the thing about it is, like, should have been, like, she only had 107 days. Trump had a 6-month head start to campaign, even doing all the stuff that he was going through as far as trials and everybody, his lawyer Rudy Giuliani getting sued and losing. And to whoever keeps sending me stuff about the Republican Party as a brother to one brother, stop harassing me. You are weird as hell. All right? Stop inboxing me and stuff like that. See this, y'all done, blah, blah, blah. You not going anywhere. You still going to be at the same old job with the same old flat booty girlfriend that you've been having. So calm your behind now.
And then on the tailspin of that, Biden partner his son, I saw somebody put up an article and they were like, thank God Trump won or he would have been going to spending the rest of his life in jail. Trump.
That was the point.
If you think Trump isn't going to get in office and pardon himself,
you're completely crazy.
You're crazy.
Right.
The first person he's pardoning is Donald J. Trump. That's the first person he's pardoning. Like, who? A smart person would do that. So of course,
you know, it's.
I ain't gonna say the word. I've been getting suspended off of social media.
So, the thing about it is that speaking of pardon, then I'm gonna get off. So you know, whoever's upset about that, Democrat or Republican, kiss my ass. And the thing about it is, like, Democrats, if you want to keep your seats, local, federal, local, state, and federal elections is what you got to win in the next 2 years, because them congressional seats are up in the next 2 years. So, and by the way,
they're going to do so much damage in the next 2 years.
Right. So we got to make sure we got to do that. So, speaking of remixing and people who are suckers, I ain't to talk about your boy Drake right about now. I don't want to talk about him, Agent. I don't want to talk about him.
Them light-skinned vibes.
Hey.
Leave
that. Leave me out of it.
We're going to leave y'all live.
As a member of the light-skinned party, myself and
I'm
mad. I am so.
As a member of the light-skinned delegation, I would like a trade to the Caucasian delegation. I want Eminem for Drake right now.
And it's so sad because everybody keep talking about it all over social media. They were talking about it at my job. They're like, that's some light-skinned stuff to do, and you can't even say nothing. You just gotta sit there.
I gotta eat this because of you. Oh my god!
And I think it's me and one, maybe two other light-skinned people at our job, and it's just like we just gotta sit there and just be like,
take this. I've been getting the light-skinned jokes all week because of this idiot. Okay.
Like, dang, Drake.
So apparently Drake is suing UMG, Universal Media Group, because he said that, and we touched on it a little bit last week, but he said that they were using bots to push Spotify, was using bots to push Kendrick's song. They not like us.
Universal and Spotify.
Universal and Spotify. So I'm like, you can't sue because of a rap beef. By the way, T-Rex, do you have the videos? Can you play the videos by Styles P and Joe Budden that I sent over? Because before we go to like this, even my sister said that Drake is stupid. You just proved him. You just proved everybody right.
It was honestly some light skinned stuff. Like he was in his feelings. Like, and he got a song like where he say I'm in my feelings. But this is just like the Marvin Room that he made after the whole Christopher Brown stuff. Because you can't, and it may very well be true because there are really artists who do that. They drive up the numbers. 90 million streams in 70 days. That definitely them numbers was definitely drove up. But what are you suing is the question.
You're under the same media group. T-Rex, can you pull those up?
What do you sue? Like where is the damage done to Drake? Is that you feel the right? And they say and then they corrected it. It's not a lawsuit. It's a pre-lawsuit that says we have the right to sue you in the near future. If you don't turn over certain documentation.
You can't do that. It's like being a black Karen. You're calling the po-po hoe on another artist. You can't do that. It's a rap beef. Damn it. It's like.
All right, I got it.
Okay. So we're going to play these two clips, and then we're going to get back to this subject in a minute.
I can't even hear.
Hold on. They playing or no? Okay. I'm just holding on to that, but I'm gonna get on Aubrey in a minute. I am, for real. All right. I'm gonna get on him for real.
In a rap battle that had a ghostwriter before. That's not fair, dog. Like, you letting a dude who had a ghostwriter now say what we could do in the dirt. Nah, dog, you gotta stay up there, and you beautiful up there. We love you up there, but don't come down here and change the rules. That's wrong because it's war. You can't expect any type of warfare, any type, not just rap. Ain't no rules. Like, you have to go into it knowing that anything can happen. That's why your best bet is to not engage. Stay away from beef at all costs if you can. Pusha T just dropped the album. He dropped a diss record the next day and mentioned his wife. Now, he could have not did a record and straight up punched Drake in the face when he seen him, because that's a violation. Like, and then once you bring somebody's family, you don't know how Pusha T, he about to get married, you don't know how his wife failed, you threw her in the battle, and then you asking him to follow a guideline. That's out of the question. Then something else you asking him to do is not follow tradition. Pusha T is not a new rapper. He's been around for a while. There's no rules in this. He's heard Drake. But how does a guy...
All right. That was the first one. The second one is that was Styles P 5 years ago when Drake got into it with Pusha T. This is from Joe Budden on his podcast. Just a little small clip, and then we're going to get into
We see what he's doing at the face of adversity. Or he's a selfish, lying, manipulative sack of shit who've been behind the scenes hitting niggas' baby moms and sending messages to this nigga's wife, talking shit about this nigga's mom. Hey, all that's cool, but where my beat at, nigga? I don't give a your mom died. There's a list of billionaires that hate him now, and it's too late. Now we see what he's doing at the face of adversity. Or he's a
All right, so
wait, who said I don't give a about your mom dying? Where's my beat?
Yeah, Styles P. He said that. The thing about it is like Drake is trying to change the rules of the game, and now he's suing, or almost. He's like, even if that was the case, I had a conversation with my sister Sharice the Turban on Saturday, and we grew up with Pac, Biggie, NWA versus Ice Cube, listening to hip hop, even though she doesn't listen to it that much. She said that Drake just proved that y'all not like us. You not like us. He just proved everything. You're a colonizer. He proved Kendrick right. So he validated not only he validated the beat with this quote unquote pre-lawsuit, but now he said when Super Bowl Sunday come around, of course, Kendrick Lamar is scheduled to perform at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. Drake is going to go on tour. So now in Australia. But by the way, Kendrick is going to go on tour with SZA, so that's going to be fire.
Very. It's strategic just thinking on Drake part, honestly, because if they go through with the lawsuit, I'm guessing next is going to come a cease and desist or a gag order where he says Kendrick can't perform the song, which kills Super Bowl Sunday.
You cannot not have him not perform that song in New Orleans unless and that would be one of the hottest songs ever. You just can't do that. You cannot do that at all. You can't do that. Here's the thing with me. You cannot not have Drake not perform that, Kendrick not perform that song. The problem that I have with Aubrey Graham Cracker right now, or let me see, Mr. Ginger Ale, is this. And you making us light-skinned dudes look like bad. Steph made us look good. You making us look bad for real. The thing about it is like you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot go and do something like this and expect people to respect you in the hip-hop game. Stephen A. Smith and Tory Tory was on the Stephen A. Smith show talking about this whole thing, listened to part of it, and it said Drake comes off as a whiny baby, too emotional when Vince Carter was getting his jersey retired in Toronto because he was a Toronto Raptor. You know, DeMar DeRozan came back. It was against Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan, who spent many years in Toronto, when him and Drake was cool, you know, until DeRozan went up on the Day Not Like Us stage on the Juneteenth performance by Kendrick Lamar, and DeRozan now plays for the Sacramento Kings. Now, DeRozan is from Compton. DeMar DeRozan is from Compton, just like a couple other ballers are from, you know, who were there, had everybody who was from Compton, no matter what they was, hip hop or R&B or whatever. If they was from the Cali area, they were on that stage with Kendrick, pretty much putting Drake ass into the ground. So you cannot, and then when Drake said if they try to retire a DeMar DeRozan jersey, that Drake would climb to the rafters and rip it down, which I find very disrespectful because it wasn't your night, Aubrey. It was Vince Carter, one of the greatest dunkers in the National Basketball Association. They were retiring Vince Carter's number, who pretty much put Toronto's jersey on the map. And you want to do that? You want to cry about DeMar DeRozan if he gets a jersey retired and you going to climb up there to the Raptors? You too emotional. Take the L, do your tour, shut the hell up, and move the hell on. You cannot sit up here and tell me, in all honesty, and this is just me, Larry H. Gardner, being very honest, I'm on a hip-hop station doing a talk show. We play hip-hop all the time. You mean to tell me that you're mad because your numbers got pushed up, but the same bots you're saying that Kendrick and you're saying that they use for Kendrick, like UMG and Spotify use for Kendrick, they also used on your ass. That's how you stayed on top for damn near close to 15 years, or at the top. You can't tell me that they didn't use that for you. Now you want to open up a can of worms because you mad about one damn song.
That sound like hate, though.
That's real hate, for real. That's
both of y'all hating.
Huh?
Both of y'all hating.
Who?
Drake hating and you hating on Drake.
Well, the thing about it is like, I'm not saying like payola. I'm just gonna bring the word out there where people pay for the spin more than once. It's probably why you hear the same song played like 15, 16 times during the course of a day.
All right, let's go to break.
Oh, we ain't gonna bring that
up. We ain't playing no hip hop.
Yes, we is. All right, we're going to go to break. This is Beach Reality. That's what it is. We'll be right back on WNRV 108.1.com. Nerd DJs, we get on your nerves.
It's clear to see you ain't had a holiday like this. Merry motherfucking Christmas from Beach Reality. All these ho-ho-hos trying to touch the beat. We doing sick shit like you wouldn't believe. It's a Beach Reality Christmas, baby.
Fuck a chestnut, I'll be roasting the split. Baby, bend over for your favorite gift. I'ma give you my North Pole like you Mrs. Claus. We can decorate the tree with your big red drawers.
Oh yeah. You know my workshop poppin'. If you like toys, I got plenty of options. Got the champagne flowing under the mistletoe, and the party ain't stopping till 6 in the morning.
Yeah, or maybe like 6:15. Got my eyes so red cause I'm smoking that green. I'm getting hungry, got the munchies, so I'm eating a treat. It's delicious in the great source of vitamin C.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Thanks for giving us a reason to party. Let's get it started. Yeah, Merry motherfucking Christmas from Beach Reality. All these ho-ho-hos trying to get with me. We on their wish list. And it's clear to see you ain't had a holiday like this. Merry motherfucking Christmas from Beach Reality. All these ho-ho-hos trying to touch the beat. We doing sick shit like you wouldn't believe. It's a Beach Reality Christmas.
Yeah, my Santa Claus dressed like Eddie Murphy and Raw. Let me stuff that turkey, swallow my cranberry sauce. Take a ride in a sleigh, puffin' Christmas tree. Cheetah, cheap and cheap, but then he passed it to me. Left a whole pound of cookies on the plate with a drink. Come in my house unannounced, my fireplace bring heat. All the gifts wrapped up under the tree looking pretty. Here's my dick in the box, show me some mistletoe titty. Baby, it's cold outside, let's go put on some pajamas so we can pack a few bags. They go hit the Bahamas, you my ho-ho-ho, and I'm your candy cane. With my elves and my reindeer doing my thing, peace reality.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Thanks for giving us a reason to party. Let's get it started. Yeah, Merry motherfucking Christmas. On reach reality. All these ho-ho-hos tryna get with me. We on their wish list. And it's clear to see you ain't had a holiday like this. Merry motherfucking Christmas. From reach reality. All these ho-ho-hos tryna touch the beat. We doing sick shit like you wouldn't believe. It's a beach reality Christmas, baby.
Jingle all the fucking way.
Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibes and we creating, yeah. The sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. Forever shining this light, we keep it blazing, yeah. Boy, forever shining this light. Hey. Thank the Lord, my cup is full and running over. All who never like we, I got love we know. Baby girl just text me, say she coming over. And when she reach it, want me fit turn off the phone. Turn the lights down low, turn up the stereo, yeah. Alton Ellis, Gregory Isaac, Dennis Brown. Have you ever been in love? Now bad vibes can't stop this good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibes we keep creating, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. As long as we live in this life, we keep it blazing, yeah. As long as we live in this life, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with melodies that touch your soul, no. They're acting like the people don't need it no more. Still when she hear that good music, she hold me closer. She groovy now, I know she feeling it for sure. She moved to me and rest her head up on my shoulder. Soothingly she tell me if it turn up the sound. Have you ever been in love? Now bad vibes can't stop this good vibration, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 that's the positive vibes and we creating, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. Forever shining this light, we keep it blazing, blazing. Forever shining this light, oh yeah.
All right, we're back on the headline IWNRV108.1.com. Nerd DJs getting your nerves. So if Drake can sue people, I'm gonna sue people for dogging me. I'm just gonna go ahead and start suing people. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna sue the bully that took my lunch money in 5th grade. Where he at?
Yeah, we suing everybody.
We suing everybody then. If Drake can sue people for beefs, then I'm gonna sue people for causing. Well, people can sue me for causing beefs with them. But no, still, I can sue right back. I can counter sue. That's if we gonna use it. We gonna use it like, you know what? Forget him. It's like if GNX, Kendrick's new album, dropped with no fanfare, and he's getting a lot of play on that. So it's fire, actually. So I'm gonna talk about the college football stuff. Ohio State played Michigan this weekend. They lost again. Fire Ryan Day of Ohio State. Fire Ryan Day.
They lost the game. They won the fight.
So apparently, after the game was over, Michigan won 13-10 off of a last-second field goal. At Ohio State, pretty much screwed up. You know, they had the best offense. Ohio State was favored by like 20-something odd points.
I think a lot of people lost big in the betting world. This past week.
They gained some weight, lost some money. So if they was light, if they was heavy in the stomach, they was lighter in the wallet if they bet on that game. So, and we know the Brown season over. Shout out to Jerry Jeudy for having a great game, but 2 pick sixes by Jameis. Pastor Winston, you need more prayer. I need a pray that I don't throw any more pick sixes. You should have did that before you played Denver, but I digress. Cavaliers beat Boston on Sunday, so my sports weekend was saved by the Cleveland Cavaliers. They playing tonight. But so after that, Michigan tried to plant the flag on Ohio State soil, and senior Jack Sawyer and others decided y'all not gonna plant the damn flag.
And wasn't.
And didn't toward the end and didn't. And a lot of people have followed suit, like somebody tried to plant a flag and then they threw the flag, somebody kicked the flag in other college games. It was
But I do have a question. Like, I'm proud of Ohio State. Y'all did what y'all was. Y'all showed up and showed out where that counted. But somebody said, like, how did he manage to get that far onto the field with the flag? And I was like, yeah, cause it would have been a hold up, buddy. Way before he even got, he got the staff in mid-air ready to plant before we finally take action.
Well, after everybody was so damn disappointed because it happened in Columbus and over 100, that Horseshoe Ozone, like 100,000 people, and it was packed. After being disappointed, especially watching the game unfold, where the coaches, offensive coordinator Chip Kelly, you need to go to. You and Ryan Day, I don't care what the AD, the athletic director, says. You beat your freaking rivals. You knock off Michigan. This is the 4th time we lost to these fools up north. And y'all, really? Y'all need to be ran out of Columbus. And the kicker too. The kicker missed like 2 field goals. And I don't know if the kicker's in hiding for Ohio State or not. So
I know the rivalry between Ohio State and Michigan has been a very long rivalry, and I think everybody in Ohio gets excited about that game because it's like, who's got bragging rights, and it's just like it's not working out the way we want it to work out.
Now when Urban Meyer was coaching the Ohio State University,
indeed.
We never lost to Michigan.
Indeed.
Never.
Indeed.
Your replacement, Urban, Ryan, you need to come back, get him, smack him up. Ryan Day looks like a dang steroid junkie mannequin on somewhere in Macy's, because he's not doing the coaching job he's supposed to be doing. Now, he can beat up on everybody else, the little small schools. Ohio State run them down like 52-3 or something like that crazy. But when it comes to Michigan, and Michigan wasn't even that good. The freaking quarterback just came back from he was like chemotherapy a year and a half ago. You mean to tell me we couldn't, Michigan got 2 cadavers, 1 cancer patient, and 2 of their stars on IR, and we still losing them by 3? Fuck out of here.
Not for nothing. Is that a comment on our?
This a comment on the coaching.
No, I'm talking about look, turn around.
Yeah. It's a comment.
They asking for prayers. That's why I
yeah, they're whoever's whoever's asking for prayers, I'm giving you prayers.
Her name is Vera Boy.
Yeah.
Prayers for you, Miss Boyd. We saw you.
Yeah, we saw you, Miss Boyd.
She said, blessings to the area of our surroundings. Happy holidays, and please pray for me as well. Young Zoe coming home soon. Shout out to Nerve DJ Squad from Zomang.
All right, that's what's up. So prayers. I'm sending on prayers.
Question, because I know you was talking about Ellery Party and how it was after the lightning downtown. Did you guys hear? I don't know why it's not being talked about. The 13-year-old girl who was beat to death at the lighting downtown.
I heard that somebody got jumped down there.
She died.
Oh my God.
They jumped her and stripped her naked. And like, what could a 13-year-old have done?
That's wild as hell. That's. I mean, the thing about it is like, I heard about that. I took my son and his two cousins when my son came back one year down to the lighting on Public Square. They ice skated and stuff like that. I never heard about violence. Listen, Mayor Bibb, if you're listening, and I know you are, then this needs to be corrected ASAP.
This needs to be corrected.
This should have never freaking happened.
Because listen, we can't have nothing. We had the tailgate parties, fights. We got Christmas light fight. First of all, parents, get your goddamn kids.
Thank you.
Put some leather to butts. Do something. But this stuff with this generation of kids is out of hand.
Man, and what was y'all doing fighting down? And where were the parents at?
And it was cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It was cold. I had my fur coat going to the white party. What y'all doing down there fighting for in the cold? Like.
But I saw the video. Unfortunately, you do see where the girl takes her last breath. It was a very sad thing. There was so many people around, so many people recording, and nobody stops and says.
All right. I'm gonna stop right there. Listen. I know that there is some things that they need, like police brutality and stuff like that. When the cops are there, when stuff like that needs to be recorded. But if it's people fighting. Get in and help. Block to stop that, like all this. Oh, I'm gonna record this world star. No, it's not a world star moment, but it's a 13-year-old child. That could have been your child. Idiots. Stop recording. Like y'all, were y'all brain dead or something?
It's kind of like a catch-22 that I guess you could say, because it's like, if I jump in, I'm putting my life at risk, because these they kill you now for jumping in. But also, if you don't jump in, you standing by and watching somebody else's child be murdered. So it's me personally. I've seen them and I've jumped in every time. I probably now hindsight 2020 is like, Dad, girl, you could have lost your life. But at the time, I just wasn't thinking that. I'm seeing kids jumping kids, and it was like no. And then I like this one time, and it was adults just standing around like recording.
Yo, you just can't like, and these adults y'all just don't give a shit. I'm sorry to say it, like y'all don't give a shit. And if it was your child, like,
they don't give a shit about their child.
So that's the problem. See, that's the problem. You having children out here. You don't care about their well-being. They out here either getting murked or doing the murking. Either they're doing the crime or they're getting caught up in situations where they could get hurt or worse. So it's time for you parents. Listen, every other night I call my son. I pray for him in the morning. The thing about it is, and he's over 3,000 miles away. The thing about it is, y'all live in the same household with y'all children and y'all do shit. And that gets on my nerve. And that drives me up a wall. And but you expect but when the police do something to them, you call in like, oh my God, my baby. But if your child does something to somebody else, y'all wrong for doing that. But no, the thing about it is like, all this stuff going around, how in the world can this happen? That's the thing about it is like, you really want the city to cancel the lighting? The lighting of the trees is supposed to be the peace, one of the most peacefulest times. Everybody having fun. Yes, it gets a little bit crowded. Yes, it gets a little bit hectic. But okay, the Caucasians are down there too, so it shouldn't have been like that. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is this.
And that's the sad part. It's always us. It's always us. And it's like, don't we want more for ourselves? Ain't we tired of being looked at like that? Ain't we tired of being talked about like that? Right. Why does it always have to be us?
It shouldn't been. So here's my thing for, like, listen, either better security, more police, and I understand y'all undermanned, blah, blah, blah. get more help, Mayor, or don't have it?
What I'm gonna say to Mayor Bibbs is get more programs for these kids. Get funding for these programs for these kids. Give these kids reasons to want to live. I love Nerve DJ because they got a program for the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
It gives the kids a reason to want. The reason people keep saying, why is this generation so different? It isn't because it's because Children and Family Services was out in our generations. They had the issue with the spankings out in our generations. The difference now is these kids have nothing but time. Nothing but time. And then we make everything viral. We make everything a moment. Stop making this type of stuff moments, and then the kids don't have the urge to do this.
Right.
Give them after school. I was so tired when I was a child. I went to school, left school, went to track practice. After school, left track practice, had to go to church, left Bible study. We had late night choir rehearsal. By the time you getting home,
you ain't got nothing to do. You tired.
You tired.
You going to bed. Go to school.
You going to bed.
And you got to go to school.
Exactly.
Go to school tomorrow.
And then on the weekends, you got track meets in church, and then we did church twice on Sundays. So give these kids something to do.
So taking away these programs and putting a computer in their face all the time, a phone or whatever, it's not good.
It ain't even just taking away. They making them so expensive. If most of these kids have single parents, if you are like me, I'm a single mother. I have 3 kids who participate in AAU sports. It is $300, $350 per child just for registration. Excuse me. That's dope. It's a dry throat.
So here's the thing with.
All right.
So here's the thing with that. My son's football humming when he was playing footballs at 7 to 10 AU was $100. I sent that to him. Sent that to her right there. I want him to have a battle steady lifestyle of everything. So I want him to be able to be, he doesn't play football this year. He's playing baseball. He's doing drums. He's doing some extracurricular activity. I want him not to be in trouble, not to be there, no matter where he is, because it's not just here in Ohio. It's not just here in Cleveland. It's pretty much nationwide with these children not having no structure and not having everything. And prayers to the family of the 13-year-old. But damn it, parents, you got to do a better job than that. There's too many. I don't need them. There's too many men. I don't want to do this. There's too many women. I don't need a man. Y'all got to get together and be like, hey, we might not have this or that or whatever, but we got to make sure these kids, these children are in line. And if you want examples of how to raise your children, I'm going to mention one name in college football that everybody either has been trying to disrespect the dog ever since he came to one of those Big 12, one of those Power 10 schools. That is prime time, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, coaching Colorado to a 9-3 record. They won't make it to the college playoff, but they beat. I think they beat Oklahoma State by like it was 52-0 when I saw the score.
Shout out to him. He just did the parent walk for his
two sons, Shador and Shiloh, who are seniors on senior day.
Yes.
And despite both, Deion was married. I think he was twice. First to Carolyn, that produced Deion Jr. and the daughters, and then of course to Pilar, which produced Shador and Shiloh. Even though Deion and Pilar do not get along at all, I think he ran a little bit when he saw her walking with them. They still co-parent.
And they were so cute together at one point.
They were. They had the reality show too.
I know. I used to watch it.
Yeah, they had a reality show, but some things happen for a reason. People's moods change and stuff like that. But Deion coached these boys. He coached his son Deion Jr. His daughters are playing college ball and stuff like that. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing as young adults. And I'm not saying you don't have to be as famous as prime time. We know what he did he's a Hall of Famer, football Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame. You know, prime time dancing, scoring, things of that nature for San Francisco, Dallas, and Atlanta. Of course, Washington and Baltimore, respectively. But the thing about it is like you cannot, and I'll repeat, you can be a prime time player to your children if you're just there. If you just call them every day. Like I said, even if you don't live in the same state as your children, go see your children. Go talk to them. I don't know how many times you have. It's like I know one person who not gonna mention his name. He didn't ask me to. But the thing about it is like I know one person who has no money but spends all of his time with his 6 children, and he don't even, and they by different people. So he spends all of his time to make sure that that they know who daddy is. He cares about them, things of that nature. It's just a matter of what you doing and how you doing it. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is like shout out to them. But as far as these college football, as far as all this stuff going on, the NCAA might ban, opposing teams planting flags.
They should.
A lot of people saying that, if you had enough time to kick their butts on the field, now you want to fight them. But
they was like, where was that energy?
The thing about it is like it could have been a hell of a lot worse on the score. But when the offensive plays and Ohio State spent a lot of NIL money on Will Howard, the quarterback, because they got rid of the last one, Kyle McCord, who was now at Syracuse, who won their game last game. So it was like there's been a lot of shade thrown at Ryan Day, Chip Kelly, and the Ohio State coaching staff for letting this go. So, by the way, fire Ryan Day. Fire him because he doesn't know what he's doing. Like the thing about it is sometimes I'm going to say it on the show. It's like we're going to replace him with Mike Vrabel. He's over on the Brown sideline. If you don't replace Stefanski, you're going to replace somebody. He needs a coaching job somewhere. I'm just saying, like, I can't take another Michigan loss. That was diabolically bad to me. But you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. It's Cavalier season now. I'm not writing the Browns off, but hopefully we get a good draft pick. That's all I'm saying. Because
we don't know what to do with them when we get them.
Stop it. Okay. Now you sound like Jay.
I mean, it's the truth. We don't know what to. We've had a lot of good players that we've gotten in the draft, and we don't know what to do with them.
So here's the thing. Shout out to the Browns for putting up a fight against Denver, even though they shouldn't have been much of one. But yeah, that's why y'all 3-9. I'm just saying. I'm not writing the Browns. I'm not writing off being a Browns fan completely. But I was there last night. I was this close. Be like, you know what? Screw this. When the next Cavaliers game coming on? I don't. I was at that point.
Shout out to Vice President Kamala Harris. She spent her Thanksgiving feeding the homeless. So she is still fulfilling her duties as a VP and still showing that she cares about the community. So she didn't stop caring when the election was over. She's showing you guys that she's still doing what she said she was going to do. So shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Shout out to everybody. shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They was out passing out turkeys and feeding everybody, and they were downtown. They were doing that. Shout out to, and it's kind of funny seeing Jared Allen with that big old fro, just, carrying this turkey and stuff like that. It's like, who's this big black man? But, the thing about it is like him and Darius and Donovan. And shout out to everybody that either has given to the homeless. By the way, this is Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
So if you're still giving, and I forgot to mention that at the top of the show, this is still Giving Tuesday. So even though it's about to be Wednesday, you can still give. If you gave today, thank you. If you haven't, it's still time to do so. Donate maybe like $5 or $1 to your favorite charity. Send it off in the mail tonight or something like that. Or just do something nice for somebody, period. It's like what was shown in some instances that we don't have a lot of love. And that's what the holiday season should be about. It's about love. But we got to show it. You just got to show it. So we're going to be back next week. After the next week, just FYI programming, Tuesday, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, which lands on Tuesday, we will not be here in the studio. I will be somewhere, hopefully someplace warm, either on Christmas or New Year's. So someplace warm. If nobody...
Wait, because I don't want to do... I shouted out my niece, Michaela Scott. I shouted out that today was her birthday. Happy 18th birthday. But I can't shout her out and not shout out that my baby, her birthday was just on Saturday. Jazzanara Scott, she just turned 19.
They both 18.
No, she's 19.
Oh, shoot. You got
it. We got 3 adults in our family now. My daughter, Jazzanara, she's 19. My niece, Layla, will be 19 in 3 weeks. And my niece, Michaela, just turned 18.
You about to get... Whew.
My girls is great, though.
That's good. Man.
Yeah, my nieces, they father is a Marine. They don't do too much of it because they be having to do like
all right, so
all that crazy stuff when they get in trouble. But
exactly. This is Kendrick's new song.
He gonna play Kendrick.
Turn the TV off. All I gotta say is, busted. But if nobody touches Lady Love You today, I do. We out of here until next week. Peace, love, and hair grease.
Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? They like, what he on? It's the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. This is not a song, this is a revelation, how to get a nigga gone. Need you a man, baby, I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction, that's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch, and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled, cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yelling. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas the ropes before they hung from a rope. I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Nigga ran up out of luck soon as up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Monster! Oh, man. Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Shit getting crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Shit getting crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky.